everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Amber Ryan and this is part 3 of my Inktober series. If you're watching all of these in one go, you will notice I haven't changed. That is because all of these were filmed in 1 month, and then this month I edited them all, so I'm filming all of these intros and outros at the same time. Very crazy, I know. Don't think I will ever use this method again. It took so long, but I think the struggles were very worth it. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Part 3 is kind of crazy. It's a lot of bumps. It's a big roller coaster ride, and I hope you guys look forward to that chaos. Alright, well, let's get on to the video. For this prompt, I'm not going to lie, it nearly kicked me in the butt. I worked a lot of time trying to figure out what to do for this particular prompt. And I was originally going to do like a planter, like either like a baby doll head or a skull, and have like these deadly looking flowers coming out of it. And I started doodling like all these different kinds of like killer flowers, like the ones with the eyes in the center or Venus flytraps, and I was really thinking about just doing like a flower arrangement and a creepy planter. However, I'm not very great at doing flowers. I tried my best, but it just didn't work out. I think at one point I was even going to do it in like one of those cheap pumpkin jack-o'-lantern pails that you get Halloween candy in, and I was going to do like a planter of fake flowers and draw that, and just it didn't work out. So I actually went to Instagram and looked and tried to get inspiration from people's Inktober's other people's art for Inktober on this prompt, and I saw a lot of claw machines, and I remembered I had always really wanted to do one of those, just artistically. And I always wanted to throw like a spin on it so it wasn't always like a regular claw machine. So I decided to use that for this particular prompt, and I already knew for pick that I had just done like a pumpkin patch, so I didn't want to do another pumpkin patch, so this was basically the best thing I could come up with for this prompt. So now to tell you what I'm actually doing right now, as I decided I was going to do my 3D method again. I know this is like the 3rd time already in Inktober that I was going to use this. However, I forgot one of the big steps, which is to put cardboard in between the pieces of paper. So this time it's really just layered paper without the cardboard in between, so the effect didn't go as far, doesn't look as good as the other ones. However, it still turned out pretty decent. This is definitely not my favorite piece of Inktober. It's definitely very lacking, but I did spend a lot of time on it, so here it is. So on this currently is all the individual pieces that I was going to layer onto basically the frame of this claw machine, which the original frame I was planning on having like this cool looking artwork, you know, that advertised the claw machine game like they would in an arcade, and that just didn't quite turn out. I didn't go as extravagant as I really wanted to, and I actually started getting really frustrated with this one. I was just ready to get it done and out of the way at this point, and like I said, I spent a lot of time on it, and it still didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So some pieces are just like that, and you just gotta be like, oh, I learned from that experience, and move on, and unfortunately that's just what I had to do with this one. It did turn out cute, and I think it was a little bit turned out cartoonish maybe, and but I actually pulled out my metallic acrylics for this piece, and all of it is in acrylic, by the way. But I also pulled out my metallics and used that. So the claw machine is for these ghost pets. And I really just thought it would be a cute little idea. So there's these capsules with these ghost pets in it, and the claw machine is you win one of those, and it's just a ghost companion. So I really wanted them to look, magical and transparent, but I didn't want them all to clash and be the same color. So I decided to try basically every color of metallic I had, which is a lie, this isn't all of them, but I didn't want them all to be like the same color, and I really didn't want to repeat colors, but I think they all ended up like every two were the same color. So, and I just did little pets in these capsules. And I think it turned out cute, however, it definitely isn't my favorite piece. For sour, I instantly knew I wanted to do something with a lemon. Anytime I think of lemons, I think of my sister. For some reason, she just really loves the look of lemons. I even did her a painting of lemons a while back. And so I instantly thought of her with this prompt. But I ended up going really simple, and I did a fruit bat sucking on a lemon. And unfortunately, I messed up on the eyes of the bat, and it just made it look weird. And I never had really tried to do a realistic bat or anything, and it's just very misproportioned. So out of all of the art pieces I did for Inktober, I think this one is my least favorite, unfortunately. I did use colored pencil again on this piece, and that's not the reason why I hated it, but it didn't add anything special to it. And I think the reason I did colored pencil was just because I was just wanting to get it done quick, because I was not loving this piece. I just didn't fall in love with the prompt, and I just didn't really know what else to do for it. So I actually contemplated skipping this prompt altogether, but I knew I was filming all of them, and I knew you guys would catch it if I skipped a prompt and just, yeah, it was just, I did it to get it done. This is another prompt that I really didn't know what to do on. This one was stuck, and I just honestly had no idea what to do for this one. And originally I was thinking about doing something very complicated and extravagant with this kid getting their face or their head stuck in a creepy Halloween mask with a mask display behind them, kind of like Goosebumps and the Haunted Mask or something like that. And I really wanted to do that. However, by the time I got home and got ready to do the piece, I just wasn't feeling it. I had no energy. I was very tired. I just got home from work. So I decided to go simple again, and I remembered the piece I did for Fan, and I decided to do more of the little ghost character. So here's my little ghost character trying to pick a pumpkin, but it's stuck in the ground and the pumpkin won't give way. So it turned out really cute. I'm actually very happy with this one. For some reason, anytime I did that little ghost character, I just fell in love with the piece. I thought it was cute. The Fan one I still love, and this one. Even though they were the simplest, this one I think took me 5 to 10 minutes total. And it was just, so it's crazy how much I love such a simple piece. After fretting over the claw machine, I was just so happy with this one. Welcome back to the title screen of my Inktober videos. No, we are not starting another video just yet. This is for the prompt roof. And I pulled out that acrylic ink again, which I used, I believe, for the 5th prompt, Raven. But I think I did a much better job this time. This was only the 2nd time I had used acrylic ink. And so I think I had started to learn the little tricks of using this medium, and it turned out a lot better. I definitely was very worried about doing acrylic ink again, just because I really struggled with the first piece I did with it, and I wasn't for sure if I was going to use it again, but I was like, I don't know what medium to use for this prompt. I basically got sick of using the same medium over and over again. And so I decided to go ahead and use my acrylic ink again. I had spent so much money on them, and I literally only got 2 colors, and I think they were like $20 for the 2. And you could tell that hardly anybody gets them at my Hobby Lobby in town, because they literally had dust on them. I don't know if I showed them earlier, but there was literally dust on the ink containers when I bought them, which made me nervous, but I didn't really have time to wait and order them. So I went ahead and bought them, and this is how it went. So the ink still seems to be good. I don't like the droppers that came in this particular brand, and I don't really know the brand, but I don't think I would use these constantly, and I don't think I'll buy from this brand again. I know people paint with what's called, I think, India inks and other inks, so I think I really want to try using those in the future. And if you'd like to see that, let me know down in the comments below. All of that said, I think this piece, despite all of my hazards, or my cautions, I guess, turned out pretty decent. I was pretty happy with it, and that's how it ended up being the title card instead of the Raven, because I wanted it to be something inky for Inktober for the title screen, and this was really the only other piece I used that acrylic ink on, and I thought it was decent enough to use for the title screen, so that's what I did. And the name Blackwood kind of just popped up for some reason, and I decided to also do a black cat because that's what my mom suggested for this prompt, is to do like a black cat on the roof. And I thought about doing several more, like one with his tail wrapped around that cross on the top, and the roof was going to be like a little bit bigger. And I honestly had problems with my measurements with this piece, so nothing is exact. I was trying not to get too technical with it, but I just struggled a lot. So when I get down to the doors, you can tell that the bars, some of them are uneven and not correctly measured. But basically I was just over it by that point. So I did start off trying really hard with a ruler, and I ended up with this. But I think all in all, it turned out pretty decent, and I'm not hating it, so I guess that's a big perk. Did I mention this is a mausoleum? I don't think I even mentioned that after my big tangent I just had. But it is a mausoleum, which is why the Blackwood name is at the top. So I didn't know if I actually said that, so there you have it, it's a mausoleum, which I thought was creepy, so. That is it for part 3 of my Inktober series. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite art piece of the video was, and if you would like, continue watching this series. All 6 parts should be on my channel by now, and I hope you guys have or had some great holidays. Yeah, as of the time I'm filming this, Thanksgiving is tomorrow for me, but I hope you guys had a great holiday, spending time with friends and family and pets, and just living life to the fullest. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.